Grandma's royal blessings. Princess Leonor cherished with ancestral gifts from Christian's family. A royal wedding. A grandmother's blessing. Centuries of tradition, ready to be passed down. But wait, these are not just jewels or ornaments. These are ancestral gifts, symbols of power, love, and loyalty. And they are not coming from Spain. They are coming from Christian's family. That's why the entire royal world is holding its breath. Princess Leonor, heir to the Spanish throne, is stepping into her future. The moment the nation has been waiting for. Her marriage is not just a union of love, it is a bridge between dynasties, histories, and even kingdoms. And when Christian's grandmother placed ancestral treasures in Leonor's hands, something more than tradition was unfolding. A signal, a blessing, a promise that echoes far beyond the walls of palaces. Why does this matter so deeply? To understand, we must look at the families behind this bond. Leonor, the daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, carries the destiny of Spain on her shoulders. She represents the continuation of a monarchy that has survived wars, revolutions, and scrutiny. Across the sea, Christian, the young prince of Denmark, carries the legacy of Europe's oldest royal family, one that has shaped alliances and history for over 1,000 years. Their union is not only a personal choice but a tapestry woven from centuries of lineage. And yet, what stunned everyone was the grandmother's gesture. For in royal circles, ancestral gifts are not mere decorations. They are declarations. Each jewel, each artifact, each handwritten blessing carries meaning. The first gift whispered of loyalty, a necklace worn by Christian's great-grandmother during her coronation. The second spoke of resilience, a ring that survived exile during war, kept hidden in silence, then returned as a symbol of survival. The third, the most breathtaking, was a handwritten letter preserved through generations, folded and carried in silk, with words of love, strength, and wisdom. Why would Christian's family entrust such priceless heirlooms to Leonor? The answer lies in the subtle dance of dynastic politics and personal love. By giving these treasures, the Danish royals were not just welcoming Leonor. They were anchoring her into their story, binding her destiny to theirs, and sending a message to Europe. This union is not fragile. It is fortified by ancestry. But let us pause. Because behind the beauty, tension stirs. In Spain, voices wonder, will Leonor's bond with Christian tilt her loyalties? Will ancestral gifts from another monarchy overshadow Spain's own traditions? The whispers grow louder in the palace corridors. King Felipe, cautious and protective, wonders if these treasures will spark questions of influence. Queen Letizia, ever modern, sees them as symbols of love and respect. And Leonor herself, silent, gracious, accepting the gifts with humility, yet knowing the storm they may stir. This raises the next question: what role does a grandmother play in royal destiny? In royal families, grandmothers are guardians of memory. They hold the keys to stories untold, lessons unspoken. When they pass down treasures, they are not merely giving, they are teaching, reminding, anchoring the young in the soil of tradition. And in this case, Christian's grandmother has chosen Leonor, a future queen of another land, to receive these keys. Why? Perhaps because she sees in Leonor not just a princess, but a woman strong enough to carry the weight of 2 dynasties. Each object becomes a loop of curiosity. The necklace, who first wore it, and under what crown? The ring, how did it survive exile, and who risked everything to preserve it? The letter, what words of wisdom does it contain, and why are they more relevant now than ever? Every answer deepens the mystery. Every revelation creates another question. Consider the necklace. Crafted over a century ago, its diamonds were once symbols of survival after Europe's darkest wars. To wear it is not simply to shine, it is to carry the memory of ancestors who endured. Leonor, in accepting it, is seen as someone worthy to bear not just jewels but history. The ring tells another story. Hidden during occupation, smuggled in silence, returned after liberation. It became a sign of triumph after suffering. To place it on Leonor's hand is to say, you will face storms, but you will prevail. A blessing, yes, but also a warning. And then, the letter. Perhaps the most priceless of all. Words written by a queen who had lost everything, yet wrote of hope, love, and resilience. Passed through hands, folded and unfolded, preserved across generations. And now, given to Leonor. What did it say? Insiders whisper it speaks of sacrifice, of the weight of crowns, of the balance between love and duty. A grandmother's voice across time, guiding a granddaughter she never met, but who now carries her torch. The ceremony of giving these gifts was private. No cameras, no press, just family. Yet word leaked, and when Spain heard, emotions surged. Pride, fear, hope, confusion. For in a country still debating monarchy's place, Leonor's acceptance of ancestral gifts from another crown was both beautiful and unsettling. And here lies the heart of the story. Leonor is not just a princess preparing for her wedding. She is a bridge between two traditions, two nations, two histories. Christian's grandmother's blessing was not only about love, it was about legacy. It was about saying, "We trust you. We honor you. We believe you will carry our past into your future." Spain waits. Denmark smiles. Europe whispers. What will Leonor do with these gifts? Will she wear the necklace on her wedding day, dazzling the world with diamonds that carry centuries of power? Will the ring become her private reminder of resilience, never leaving her finger as she faces the storms of leadership? Will the letter remain locked away in her heart, its words guiding her as she sits one day upon Spain's throne? Each choice carries weight, each symbol sparks curiosity, and through it all, Leonor remains calm, poised, graceful. A young woman loved by her people, cherished by her family, now bound by the blessings of a grandmother not her own. And so we return to where we began. A royal wedding, a grandmother's blessing, ancestral gifts that carry more than beauty, they carry history, loyalty, resilience, and hope. And in Princess Leonor's hands, they become not just ornaments, but promises. Promises to love, to lead, to endure. The world watches. Spain waits. And Leonor, with her grandmother's royal blessings, walks into a future brighter, heavier, and more powerful than anyone could have imagined.